Welcome to 70.3 Geelong. Welcome to firstoffthebike.com's look at this great course. Jimmy from tryfitness.com.au joins me. Jimmy, you've got to be pretty stoked about being here and taking a look at this course.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a triathlete of any description, February the 10th, you will not be anywhere else. This is going to be one crackerjack field, one crackerjack race. You need to get here and have a look at it.
And of course, we're going to go through all the different things you need to know about, including the transition area, including the bike, swim and run course. And let's go take a look at it now and find out what it holds for all our athletes.
Fantastic. Let's get it done. Phil, here we are at the swim exit. As you can see, today's a little bit windy, but being in Geelong, the actual bay is really sheltered. The water's nice and calm. The same, I'm sure, is going to happen on February the 10th when we arrive here for 70.3. The actual start of the swim course, if you have a look out to the right now, basically you're going to go 500 metres offshore, so directly swimming away from the shoreline. You're then going to make a right-hand turn around the buoy and swim along the shoreline, coming back in the same path till you get to this actual swim exit here, right where we're standing, before you make a left-hand turn into the transition area.
Well, thanks, Jimmy. Just behind me, here's the swim exit where Jimmy was. It's only a short hop to this transition area, and what a transition area this is. It's beautifully grassed. There's a lovely amphitheatre, which means bring your friends down, bring your family down. They'll be able to watch every single thing that you do as you come out of the water and then again off the bike. But this is a great setup for the transition area, and it's one which is going to be a place of madness come February 10. This is firstoffthebike.com's review of 70.3 Geelong. We are looking at the bike course at the moment. We've just done the swim, 1.9 kilometres. Jimmy, the bike course is tough.
It certainly is, Phil. As soon as leaving transition, you basically make a hard turn left and you climb up this hill that we've got behind us, about 300 feet in the first 500, 600 metres on the bike. And don't forget, it doesn't happen once in the race, but 3 times, because you know we're going to come back over the same course that many times.
That's right, 3 laps on the bike course, and don't forget also that out the back of the course, it's windy, it gets flat, but then there's a nice big old climb at the turnaround.
We'll show you that on bike cam a little bit later on. You'll be able to see that climb in action, but it does certainly go from nothing to, again, this nice big distance behind us while we're out on the back of the course.
Jimmy, let's take a look at the bike course.
Let's do it.
Well, as you can see, this is the road coming out of transition. It's pretty flat to start with, and this is an ideal time to get some fluid on. You've just come out of the water and spending 25, 35 minutes in the water, you're going to need to put some fluid back in. It's also a good time just to get yourself sorted out, because once we swing around this left-hand corner, you're going to notice it does angle up fairly significantly. So you'll be out of the saddle trying to get around the corner. So make sure you get your shoes all together, get your feet in, and do all that on the flat as we head up. And pick a small gear for this hill, because you are going to want to be spinning up it and making sure that everything's attached and working before you head out to the course proper. Well, this is the climb heading into the turnaround, and it's long and it's steep. Pay attention to this one. You've got to make sure you dose your effort. You've got to do this bad boy 3 times. Be careful with it, because it can come back to sting you the second and third time around. Make sure you do a little bit of out of the saddle work, because you want to stretch those muscles that have been in the time trial position. Try and maintain your time trial position throughout the bike. That's the golden rule. but you need to get up and stretch those muscles, and this is a good hill to do it. And just be aware too, it's really open, so there's going to be a little bit of wind out there on any given day, I would have thought, and it's important that you make sure that you are taking fluid on board as you get around, but at the same time make sure you be careful on this hill and don't do anything too hard too early, because as you can see, it goes a long way. Right, and what goes up must come down. As you can see here, the descent is really quick, and as it's dead road, keep both hands on the wheel as you get down here. You do not want to come off because it is a fast descent. Once you get onto the flat section, you can get yourself back into your time trial position and head on back into town. Well, Jimmy, here we are. We've done 90 Ks on the bike. We've done the whole swim, 1.9 kilometres. This is firstoffthebike.com's look at the Geelong 70.3 course. It's now down to the business end. This is the run.
Oh, absolutely. The first kilometre or so out of transition, you think you're lovely by the beach, nice and flat. That's not the case at all. You head up into the gardens around the gun club, and it's undulating from start to finish. Pretty much 5.5 out of the 7 kilometres each leg. Don't expect to be on the flat. Expect it to be taking it out of your legs.
And it's dry. It's not looking so green out there. It's going to be a tough day.
Oh, beautiful spot to have it around the gardens. You've got the foreshore there. But I tell you what, it's pretty well protected in here. So as you said, even though it's windy away from here, today even we've been running the last 20 minutes, I've got a good brow up, it's warm, it is really warm, and it's overcast. If it's hot on the day, make sure those fluids are going on board.
Well, we're going to show you some of the more important points of this run course. Let's go check them out.
Excellent, let's do it.
Well, this is the first climb you'll face on the run. It's a couple of kilometres in. It is a really steep pinch. Be careful on this one. This is where your legs are really going to start feeling it. Well, this is the second part of the course. You can see it's long and it really does take a little bit out of your legs. And again, we made Jimmy run this a few times just to see what his reaction was, and all I got out of him was a large amount of breathing. But with this and the run course in general, be really careful with it in terms of making sure that you've got enough in the tank to finish off the loop course, because these hills are really deceiving. They look like they're not so much on camera, but when you get out onto the course, they really are steeper.